Man has many a choice and he is desirous of choosing and tasting more than one alternative. He wishes to eat his cake and still have it. This passion of man has been expressed in the poem The Road Not Taken. Hello and Assalamu Alaikum. Welcome back to my channel. Let's learn with Mehreen, and I am Mehreen. I hope you would be enjoying Frost series. In this connection, I have come with another of Frost's famous poem, The Road Not Taken. Let's move towards the text without any delay. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry, I could not travel both, and could be one traveler. Long I stood and looked down one as far as I could to where it bent in the undergrowth. The poet stood bewildered, lost and confused at a point where the road diverged in a yellow wood. He stood at the forking point for a long time, looking at one of the roads till it bent and disappeared in the wood. The poem is all about crucial moments in choice making. Every one of us throughout our lives is faced with such junctures where we have to make some choices or decisions. Then took the other as just as fair and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear. Thou as for that the passing there had warned them really about the same. Then after a little bit of confusion and thought-provoking moments, then the poet decides to take the other one that looked equally good and in a way preferred because it appeared to be less frequented. The grass on it indicated that not many people had walked that way. The message lies beneath the surface is that the two roads symbolize two different approaches of life, the traditional and the sophisticated one. Decision making is a challenging affair for every one of us. We have to draw on wisdom, knowledge, and experience while making any choice in our lives. Let's move towards the next lines. And both that morning equally lay in leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads one to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. In these lines, poet expresses that he chooses a path which is less visited. Then he realizes immediately that there was no real difference. One looked like the other. Both appeared to have equally been traveled, and that morning both were covered with leaves, no footprints on them. According to the poet, choice is something inevitable for every one of us in our lives. And of course, choices do have their consequences too, good or bad. We have to bear, and most of the time we are left with no alternatives after we have settled on one. The last 5 lines of the poem are very important, as in every poem of Frost. The last lines are very important and they carry a deep message. I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. In these lines, the poet has apprehensions of being left with no alternatives if he chooses one and leaves the other. He still has fears in that having gone a long way along the chosen path, he may someday look back, somewhere ages and ages hence, and regret his choice, which happens with all of us once in a time. And then it would be too late to retrieve his loss. One has therefore to take one's chance by flipping a coin in the air. The poet wavers in his choices. The poet wavers in his choice making and gives expressions to his fears regarding his choice. Each stanza of the poem consists of 5 lines. There are no parentheses, no dashes, no pauses or exclamations that are generally found in lyrics. Their absence makes the poem a simple and comprehensive reading. I hope you all have enjoyed this piece of art, and thanks for watching. Keep on liking and supporting my videos. Thank you so much.